to yoga at the Brooklyn Hills Public Library. Today we're going to just do a nice overall body workout. Work on opening up the front body and just moving everything so that we're not getting stiff with this cold weather. So come to a comfortable seat. Once again, make sure your feet are on a block or something like a book so that they're a little bit elevated and not dangling. Just come to a nice comfortable seat. I have a blanket on my lap. Get comfortable. Let's close the eyes. Just breathing, relaxing the body, beginning at the top of the head, shoulders relaxed, facial muscles, the eyebrows, release the jaw, shoulders are down, relaxed. Arms are comfortably on the back. Not holding any tension in the legs. Not clenching any muscles in the back side, thigh muscles. Legs are relaxed. Nice connection with the earth. Continue a few more breaths, inhaling and exhaling. Let's take a nice breath in. Exhale fully and completely. Back to the normal breath. Bringing your hands to heart center, palms touching, fingers touching. Setting an intention for yourself if you like. Take a complete inhale. Exhaling, chin to chest. Inhale, the head up to center, release the hands to the lap. Inhale and exhale. Opening the eyes. Just taking in the relaxation, letting it sink through the body. Let's remove the blanket from our laps. And just let's take an inventory of how we are seated, okay? My feet are connected. I'm going to remove this block now. I'm going to move a little bit further on the chair. So I'm no longer against the back of the chair. I'm coming into a more yogic posture. Feet are on the ground. Nice bend in my knees. Bottom is connected. My spine is straightening up now. My shoulders are backing down. I'm pulling in slightly on my abdomen, right? Making a nice connection with my spine, right? Starting to strengthen this. Shoulders are backing down. Not holding any tension, right? And smile. Head is parallel. My chin is parallel to the earth. And even just a little bit angled downward, just a slight bit. We don't want the neck or head jetting out or coming way far back right now. We just want it nice and over the shoulders. Right, so I'm going through all this in my head. The crown of my head is reaching skyward, right? So I'm getting a nice mountain seated posture. I'm going to come a little bit further, right? Gives me a little more comfort. Very nice. I'm going to slowly lower my hands right next to my legs. This is a nice seated mountain pose. Pulling in on the abdomen. This is the posture that we always go back to, right? And it allows us to just to get a nice alignment. Everything stacked over one another in the body. Just take a few breaths in this nice pose. Bring back those shoulders a little bit, pulling on the abdomen, take a nice breath, and exhale. Take a nice breath in, and exhale. Palms are facing forward. Inhale the arms up, right? This nice first Ardha Hastasana of the day, just nice and relaxed. And lift up this right arm and lift up this left arm, right? Lower the right shoulder, lower the left. And go back and forth between right and left. Raising and lowering, right? And getting into the shoulder socket. Bringing both shoulders back down, right? Flip those palms outward, just sweep them down. The first big sweep of the day. Roll the shoulders a little bit. Bring the shoulders all the way up to the ears and drop. One more time, bring them up to the shoulders and drop. Great. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, lower the right ear to the right shoulder. And put your hands on your lap so they're not just hanging, right? Let's just hold it here for a moment. Inhale, head up to center, left ear, left shoulder. Right, this is the first of these warm-ups, so just be mindful of where you are. And if you're new to class, be careful and be patient with yourself, right? Be kind. Inhale, head up to center, right ear, right shoulder. Inhale, head up to center, left ear, left shoulder. Relax those shoulders, let them hang. Inhale, head up to center. We're going to lower chin to chest. And let's just hold it here, chin to chest for a moment. Pull in on the abdomen, right? Pulling in on that core. Inhale the head up to center. And now we're just going to exhale and look up to the sky. Pull in on the abdomen. Inhale, exhale, head back to center. Lift up the palms for a moment. Just take a nice breath in. And exhale. Let's do a round of nice breathing, right? Maybe I should be more technical, nice breathing. Let's do a nice inhale. We're going to inhale the front of our lungs. As you inhale, expand out the front of these lungs as much as you can, okay? So let's take a nice inhale and puff up the air all here in the lungs. Bring the breath to the front of the lungs. Exhale, inhale, exhale. One more time, focusing on the front of the body. Inhale, and exhale. Back to the breath, regular breath. Let's focus on the side body, right? This is the side body and the side portions of the lungs. So when we take our big inhale, we're going to be inhaling and bringing the breath, right? Focusing the breath on the side body, right? On the right side and the left side of the body. Imagining the filling up both sides, right, of the body. We'll be filling up under your armpits, right? So take a nice round of your own breath. And inhale, side body, exhale. One more time, inhale, exhale. Come back to your normal breath and just sit with that for a moment. Sit with the feeling, the breath. Okay. Focusing on not holding any tension in the head or the face or the jaw. Your normal breath. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, right ear to right shoulder. Inhale, head up to center. Left ear, left shoulder. Inhale, head up to center. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to look out over that right shoulder. Holding it there for a moment. Inhale your head around to center. Exhaling it all the way over to the left shoulder, looking out over the left shoulder. Inhaling and exhaling a few breaths as we look out over the left shoulder. Inhale, exhale, bring it around the center. Just holding here for a moment. Taking our attention to our feet. A way to lift up those toes, widen those toes, and then scrunch them in. Okay? So open up those toes, and then scrunch them in. Wide, 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 right with the toes, and then scrunch them in. Open, 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 open with those toes, scrunch them in. Open, 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 and then scrunch them in. Bring the feet back on the ground. Let's take our hands, open them wide. Make sure you're maintaining that nice posture, right? Don't start slumping over. Pull that self back up nice and tall. Open up the hands and close. Open and close. Great, coming back to stillness. We're going to take our right arm all the way, extend that hand, extend that palm all the way out. Take the left hand and just pull back on those fingers, right? You feel a nice stretch in here. We're going to do the same on the left hand. Bring that left hand up and just pull back on the left fingers. Really nice. Then take the hands and we're just going to do circles getting into the wrists. Oh, really nice. Great. Bring the hands to the lap, get back into that posture. Left hand's going to go on the chair somewhere, wherever you're comfortable. Then take this right hand, palm faces outward. Inhale the arm up overhead so it's nice and long and tall, right next to us. Maintaining a nice seat, pulling on the abdomen, working out that abdomen. We're just going to bending over right to the left and just holding it here for a moment. And getting into that nice seat. We're going to look up to the elbow and then we're going to look down to the ground. Look up to the elbow. Look down to the ground. And doing this with the breath, right? As we working our yoga class, we start to Put the breath to the movements, right? Linking the two. Bringing your head and your body back up, nice and tall, long. Try to reach up into the sky like someone's pulling your fingertips way up. So you're getting into this. You can feel this lifting up. Just holding it for a moment. Flip that palm out. Just sweep the arm down, right? Right, if you lower both your hands, right, you should feel like this arm, this right arm is much longer. So let's do the same exercise on the other side. Left palm is facing outward. My right hand is on the chair. Sweep the arm up. Reaching up, 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 tall and tall. Long and tall, tall and tall. Start leaning over. Right? Getting into the side body. Start to open this all up, right? The lungs. Right? As we get to the colder weather, we start to curl in. We don't want to curl in our yoga class. We want to be long and tall now. So we take a look up at the elbow, and we look to the ground. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Coming back to stillness, getting tall, right? Nice and tall. That arm comes up, palm turns out, and exhale that arm all the way down. Rolling the shoulders. And then forward. Maybe moving the head a little bit, getting into any creaks that you might have or tight spots. Back and forth with the shoulders. Coming back to mountain, seated mountain. Let's sweep the arms up so they're parallel. Our palms are facing skyward, right? And we're just going to flip the palms so the hands are down. We're going to flip the palms up and down. So this is what we're going to do for now. Just a few times. And then you're going to start rolling those hands. Put those hands like you're trying to open a door, right? Doorknobs. And then start really rotating those shoulders, right? Getting into it. And then just lower the hands, roll out those shoulders. Sometimes it can be a little creaky on the shoulders. Take this right leg, we're going to bring this leg up, and we're going to cross it over to the left leg. So we have a nice figure four. If you're new to class, please be mindful this foot should be flexed, keeping a nice tall seated posture. And you should feel all on the side of the leg, getting a nice gentle stretch, right? Not sit tall, sitting tall for a moment. And if you choose to, you're going to take your one hand on the shin and your one hand on the thigh. You're just going to push down on this leg, getting into this leg, getting into the hip. Being mindful of the knee. You don't want to put any pressure on that knee. Coming to a nice tall seat. We're just going to start leaning forward, right? And I'd like you to try to keep your back as flat as you possibly can, right? And just resting your hands gently on the leg until you start feeling a gentle, gentle stretch to the side. Great, inhale back up to center. just going to take your hands, you're going to grab around your shin gently, and then you're just going to rotate into this hip flexor, making circles with this leg. Putting that leg back on the ground, we're going to do the same on the other leg. Foot is flexed, nice tall seated posture. Taking your hands on the thigh, on the calf. Just opening up, right? Opening up this hip flexor in here. Sometimes it gets tight if we're seated. If we sit all day at our desks and then, oh, let's go for a walk. It's going to get all tight. And coming to a nice tall seat, we're just going to sort of hinge forward, pulling on the abdomen, and just leaning forward. Inhale yourself back up to seated, and gently remove that leg, clasping around that shin, getting into that hip flexor, just moving it around, right, lubricating the joints, we don't want them getting stiff. Excellent. Putting both feet back on the ground, we're going to do a seated cat-cow. Come to a nice seated mountain. Scooch up a little bit. Inhale. Exhale, we curl in, pulling on the abdomen, right? Using all the muscles, our front body, curling the shoulders, right? Opening up that upper back and that lower back. Just curling for a moment. And then inhale, we're going to sweep the arms out, looking up, working the upper back, pinching those shoulder blades, opening up that front body, right? And then exhaling, curling back in. Inhaling and opening up. And then exhaling, curling in. Last one with a curling. And now if you'd like to, you can sweep your arms around to the side of the chair. If you'd like, bring your legs forward a little bit. And then coming up, pushing up. And then coming back to seated. Taking that in for a moment. Nice reverse plank. And just breathing. Taking the strap. If you don't have a strap, you can use a tie or something else like that. Taking the strap in our hands, really wide. Nice and wide. And if you have tight shoulders, just go wide as you can, or as wide as you want. But lift up the strap over the head, nice and tall, like somebody's pulling up on that strap. I'm just going to slide it back and forth a little bit, just a little bit, getting into those shoulders. Right. Coming back to stillness, wider still if you want. You want to go back a little bit over your head, right? And then forward. And then back. Right, you can feel those shoulder blades working in the back. Just go back and forth a few times to get into that shoulder. To get into the shoulders. Let's go left and right again. Really want to get a lot of movement. So if there's something that, I really would like to do this, would feel good, by all means, take the time and do it. bring it forward. Release the strap. And roll up the shoulders. Do what you feel like you need right now. It's your practice, your body. Let's take the arms up in front of us, right? And let's take this right arm, just cross body, to get into the shoulder. And look out over that right shoulder. And release the arm. The left arm is the same, cross body. Just give it a little help with the right arm, and then look out over that left shoulder. Release that. Taking your hands and interlacing the hands, pushing those hands forward, palms reaching forward, trying to get those arms straight. Don't be curling in and curling under. So nice and tall, the best that you can, and lower those shoulders. Right? Bring those arms up overhead. And maybe this is your first time doing it. You're right here because your shoulders are tight. Perfectly wonderful. Wherever you are today is where you are today. Right? Coming up tall and long in the side body. Allowing the breath. Nice inhale. Exhale. Start to release those hands and the palms sweep down. Oh, really nice. Roll up the shoulders. Let's do eagle arms. So we're going to bring our arms up in front of us. Thumbs are facing upward. We're going to bend at the elbow. We're going to take the right arm over to the left arm. So they're crossed. And now the hands, if you can, the palms will meet. If not, if this is where you are today, that's fine. If you want to do this with your strap, that's also fine. Elbows are bent, right over left. My hands connect, right? Or not. I'm going to lift up on those elbows. Lift, 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 lift. And breathing. And the breath will be constricted, right? Because your lungs closing in on the lungs. But that's okay. And now let's bring the arms over to the right. Right, and then look out over to the left. And it is an awkward pose. But breathing. Getting as much air as you can in the body. Inhale. Come back around. Exhale and unwind the arms. Rolling out those shoulders. Right? Whatever you need. Okay, we'll do the same with the other side. Arms come up. Thumbs are facing upward. We bend at the elbow. Now we're going to cross over, left over right, sweeping the hands to clasp or not. Lift up those elbows high. And let's moving those arms over to the left and move to the left and look out over that right shoulder. Lifting up on the elbows and breathing. Inhale, exhale, come around to center and under the arms and just sweep out the arms, right? Maybe do some big circles with these arms. Coming back to seated, rolling the shoulders. Just taking a breath, exhale. Bringing right leg over left, or seated twist. Foot is flexed, palms are facing forward, engagement of the stomach. Inhale, the arms up overhead, long and tall. Exhaling around to the right. And my left hand meets my leg. My right hand comes down to the chair. I'm going to use my leg and the chair to give myself a nice extra little twist. Don't muscle throw it, but just a little extra. Take a nice breath in. Get tall, and we exhale, we start to twist. Nice breathing, nice even breath. Inhale, the arms up. Tall, 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 right? Really tall. Exhale, we're going to start hinging forward to do a seated forward fold. Your hands, maybe reach the ground. If they don't, they come on the leg. If you have a block, you can use the block to hold your hands. Lots of options, right? But don't just dangle. Inhale, pulling in on the urination muscles and your abdomen, and you come back up to seated where I roll myself up. I just let all the fluids find their way. Wonderful. Remove my right leg and I move the left leg over right leg. My foot is flexed. My hands are facing forward. Inhale, the arms up. I'm twisting over to the left. So I'm going to lower this right arm so it meets my leg. This right arm, as left arm comes around. Once again, I'm going to use this little bit of leverage to push myself over to the left a little bit. Inhale, I get tall. And exhale, I twist. And the idea of the twist is to get the rib cage around. So if you have neck troubles, whatever is the neck or the shoulders, relax the shoulders. The head can be anywhere you want. The rib cage is trying to get around. Really good for all the internal organs. Waking them up. With the spine. Inhale, the arms up. Tall, you're really tall. Turn the palms outward. Exhale, just leaning forward. Get an up walk if you need it. Or wherever you are today. Engaging the stomach muscles, the urination muscles, the abdomen. Curl yourself up. Come back to seated. Remove that left leg. And just sit for a moment. All right, letting everything settle. Letting the sensation of doing a forward fold settle in. So relaxing those forward folds, really nice, really settling, grounding. Let's just move around the head a little bit, getting into creaks. Excellent. Making sure you're feeling safe. We're just going to come to a nice standing position. Right? And shake out the legs a little bit. Shake out the arms. Okay. Have your feet hip width distance. A nice mountain pose. Feet are connected. My mind's eye going up the leg. Tilt my backside a little bit. Nice tall stance. Shoulders are back and down. Bending at my knees because I have tight hamstrings. Inhale the arms up. Nice and tall. Inhale. Palms come together. Exhale. Just straight down the midline. And take a breath or two. Releasing the hands. Moving my chair to the top of my mat. Okay, I'm going to move it my butt. I'm going to stand about 3 feet from my chair. Mountain pose. Once again, I bend a little bit into my knees because of my tight hamstrings. All right, make accommodations for wherever you are today. Okay. Inhale the arms up. Nice and tall. Exhale, I start to hinge. I'm going to forward folding. I'm going to meet my hands on my chair. Still with the bend. All right, my feet are hip width distance. Nice and long. This is our first modified downward dog, right? Our downward dog that we're doing. I'm just going to let my head hang. Bending my knees a little bit. I'm going to wiggle my toes around, open them up. Right, working on those feet, getting into the bones. Now getting long. My tailbone is going up and back, right? Up and back, trying to get the spine long. That's what we really want, is long spine. Just hold, I'm going to hold for a moment. Shake that head, yes and no. Move around that neck, let it hang, don't put any stress in it. All right, this is really nice. And also walking it in. So now we're a little bit closer. My feet are hip width distance. I'm going to push out this, I'm going to bend it to the left leg and push out the right hip. And you're going to feel it in the side body of the right side body. And then we're going to do the other side. Straighten that left leg and bend into the right. Getting into that hip and getting into that roll in here. Right? That lower back. And just go back and forth between right and left. Do a few times the right and left. And then we're going to add the head in. So come back to stillness. Push out on the right hip and look back. And now the same, we're going to push out on the left hip and look at the left hip. And then just go between the two, looking back and forth. Come back to stillness. So we're still right here, nice bend over the chair. Just going to put our hands on the chair. We're just going to come to standing. Making sure you're feeling safe and secure. Just going to come up on the tippy toes. Ooh, my ankles. Lots of cracks. And then rolling down the foot and coming up onto the heel. Right, raise, open up those toes. Roll across those feet, up on the toes. Coming down, right, up onto the heel. Rolling up. And just doing this a few times, working those feet, opening up those toes. Come back to stillness. Come back to that nice mountain pose. Taking inventory of the body, right from the feet up. Feet are hip width distance. Nice leg. Bottom is slightly tilted. My shoulders are backing down. An engagement of the core. Shoulders are backing down. My face is relaxed. I'm going to bring up this left foot onto the chair. Right? So now we have a nice bent leg. When I'm dipping into this right leg, bring it up so we're nice and even. We have nice mounting arms. We're doing a twist, right? Inhale the arms up. And exhale, twisting over to the left. We're going to put this right arm on the leg somewhere, and this left arm can get very tall, tall as you can, and put it on the hip, and then twist over to the left. And a nice breath in. Exhale. Inhale the arms up overhead. Turn the palms come down. Right, really nice. Put the hands back on the chair. We're going to lower this knee onto the chair. Wherever you are today is where it is. We're just going to move around this hip a little bit. Right, move around the hip. Getting into that hip flexor. And reversing. Getting your foot nice and your right foot comfortable. Make sure your foot's secure. We're going to come up on the toes, tippy toes. And then lower. We're just going to do this a few times to get into that angle, right? Creating strength. Getting the foot flexible. We're going to lower the left leg and just walk out both feet. Excellent. Making sure you're really secure. Left leg's on the ground. Bringing up the right foot flat onto the chair. Nice stand. You don't dump into this left hip, right? We don't want to put it all our weight. It's the left side body. Come up, nice and even. Palms are facing forward. Inhale, my arms up, tall and long. Inhale, exhale, I twist over to the right. My left hand comes onto my thigh, and I bring this right hand onto my waist. I'm just going to start moving this rib cage over. Nice breath in. And exhale. Now see, I'm wobbling around. I can feel this left foot wobbling, right? And that's okay as long as I feel safe, right? If you're not feeling safe, make sure you do. Take off the right foot and just wait a moment. Or go against the wall, right? Inhale the arms up. Turn the palms. Really nice roll shoulders. And we're going to take this leg and we're going to put it on the chair as best we can. We're going to start moving around into this other side, right? You have to bend that knee. Just getting into it. Getting into the parts that you feel are tight. Oh, it feels really good. Now once again, we're going to come up on the toes. And gently rolling back onto the heel. Let's take this right leg off and walk it out a little bit. Let's take a step backwards, come 3 feet-ish from my chair. We're going to do another downward dog. Palms face forward, mountain pose. Inhale the arms up overhead. Oh, and exhale, right the hips, right? Oh. across the floor. Making a connection with the chair. We're getting long, long, long. Oh, opening up those armpits, letting my head hang. Just getting into the pose for a minute. And maybe moving around those hips, right, left and right. Let the head hang. Putting the body weight into the left foot, we're going to bring up this right foot a little bit. We're going to bring that foot all the way up until it's in front of the chair. Okay. Using the chair, I come up, my legs are in a kind of a pyramid or a triangle pose. Now make them stable for you, right? You need to widen them so you're stable. Make sure that you feel stable, okay? Now I'm just going to bend into that front knee a little bit. Move around that back leg. We're doing warrior one for people familiar with warrior one or Virabhadrasana 1. Bending into that front leg. Right, and my hips are forward, my shoulder blades are forward, my whole body is forward. Oop, hands could be on the hips, right? Or you can have hands at heart center, or if you want to do the traditional pose, nice and tall and long in the arms. Bending, don't be, you want to keep the knee over the ankle, okay? And inhale, exhale, lower the arms, sweep the arms down and the legs straight. I'm back to that pyramid pose, right? Straight legs. Another breath. Inhale, arms come back up, knee bends. Exhale, straighten legs, lower arms. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, get tall, long, and hold for a moment. And going around the side of the face, right? The temples, a little massage. If I'm in ears, my jaw, right? Maybe just getting into underneath the ears, right, the side of the neck. We're just rubbing down the front right here by the thymus, right? We have done some thymus tapping. Nice little massage. Oh, here we have kinds of nodes right all in here. Just getting into the neck. Just moving yourself around. Whatever you feel that you need today. And when you're done, come back to stillness. You can put the blanket on your lap if you like. I like it. And putting our hands up or down wherever you are today. Take a nice breath in. Exhale and close the eyes. Release the tension in the shoulders. Release the jaw. Let's start from the top of the head. The mind's eye releases the eyebrows. The facial muscles are released. The jaw. Remove the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Shoulders are back and down. My arms are comfortably on my lap. Going down the body. No longer holding my abdomen muscles. I'm relaxed. Legs are connected to the chair. My feet are connected to the earth and the block. I release the stress and the tension. I release anything unwanted in my mind that's not serving me. And I settle into my practice, right? Thoughts come and go. They pass by, right, like boats on the ocean. And back to the breath. Nice breath in and exhale. Letting the thoughts go, not making connection. Full complete inhale. Exhale. Moving your fingers and your toes. Bring your awareness back to the room. When you're ready, bring your hands heart center. And slowly opening the eyes or your soft open wherever you are today. Thank you, yogis, for allowing me to bring you yoga today. The light we season honors the light and the gifts that you all bring. May you go in peace and live in ease. Namaste.